Welcome to the second episode of That Bloody Trailer. This is where we dissect the latest and greatest horror movie trailers from across the web. And in this episode, we'll be taking a look at the new full red band trailer for The Evil Dead, just released today. If you haven't seen the new trailer yet, you can click on the logo to see it straight away. Okay, did you watch it now? I hope so, because there will be spoilers ahead. It's a really great trailer, but I'm not going to dissect it shot by shot and moment for moment here. I think the trailer pretty much speaks for itself. It's really awesome. It's really bloody, very cool. It's like an extended cut of trailer 1. And I think this is a good opportunity to compare the looks of the two trailers, because there's been a significant upgrade, you might say, in the look of the second trailer. Take this first shot here, for instance. You've got the Necronomicon Ex Mortis and the shotgun on the table. In the first trailer, it was kind of a skewed close-up and it was quite yellowing. But when we compare it to trailer 2, it's looking a lot better. There's a stable shot and you can see the color palette is far, far better. This is a process known as color grading. It's done on virtually every major motion picture these days. It used to be done photochemically. You would actually have to develop the film in different ways to get a different look for the movie, but these days it's all done digitally. Mostly, you can just tweak the look of the movie. After you've made at least one edit of the movie, it's one of the later stages of the filmmaking process. You want to give it a specific look, and you can just tweak the colors a bit and make it look more appealing or less appealing if you want to. As you can clearly see, most of these shots are going to be tweaked in some way, but I think it's for the better. I really like the look of trailer 2. Finally, we've got skin tones instead of yellows, and finally the blood looks red in this one. This is just the perfect shot to illustrate what some color timing can do to your picture. To get the first trailer to Comic-Con, it was probably rushed, and they probably had a rough edit of the movie at best. Going from trailer 1 to trailer 2, there's quite a difference, as you can see. You can see his skin tones now. His shirt is actually blue, his truck is red, and it doesn't look like he's standing in a bucket of urine. The shot that follows is also interesting because this one's a bit tighter. In the first trailer was kind of a wide shot, you could see the whole flooded lake there. But in this trailer, it's actually tighter. And it actually works, I think. You really feel like the water is rushing in on the viewer, and it really gives that sense of menace. These days, this can also be done in post-production. Since most movies are filmed on such high-resolution formats now, you've got so much image information, meaning resolution, that you can actually play around with the image without having to reshoot a shot like this. You can actually cut out pieces of the image, you can retweak it, you can move it up or move it down, adjust it as you see fit, because with digital high-resolution cameras these days, you don't just get the image that you see on screen. This is like a fourth or a fifth of the complete canvas, just kind of the center image. So, but then again, it might just be a different take, what do I know? Okay, moving on. Coming out of the muck, very nice. Here we have another close-up and skin tones come in. Here's another shot that's been tweaked quite a bit. It's actually been flipped entirely, as we can see here. Here's one of the killer shots from the trailer. Very bloody, very cool. In the first one, it's kind of blown out, and in the second one, it looks a bit better. And this is one of the shots where it really pays off, because the blood really looks red and nasty in the second one, I think. And this is the whole turkey cutter arm sequence, where she cuts off her arm with a... They seem to choose only the worst kitchen utensils, like the flimsiest little tools they can find for this movie, which is perfect. But she's cutting off her arm here, and we can see just how much the color has been graded, especially in this image of her arm. Look at the background here, and white. That's a huge difference right there. And here again we can see that the blood is really red, the way it should be. And the blood is red again, very nice, love that shot. And then we come to the end of the trailer where these shots are similar too. I think all of these final shots might actually be different takes. I'm certain that one of them is for sure. Look at this. In trailer 1, when she's cutting her tongue, she's kind of in a trance. She's looking straight up. Looks like she's enjoying it quite a bit. And in trailer 2, she gazes right towards the viewer. Very creepy. Of course, they ended in a big, nice lesbian kiss. If this doesn't win Best Kiss at VMAs, you suck. Okay, so those were the shots I wanted to compare. Now let's take a look at some subliminal images. Here's a very cool picture from the Necronomicon. It's blood splattered, and you can actually see the raining blood coming down. It looks like it might be foreshadowing someone crawling in the mud or crawling out of the ground later in the movie. This is cool. This is another shot from the Book of the Dead, and it says Naturon Demonto. I always thought it was Naturon Demonto with an N, but apparently there's an M in there. Very cool. It looks kind of like a satanic Bible. There's a close-up of a demon here as well. There's the more of her arm cutting as kind of a subliminal image, and then we've got a close-up of an eyeball that you may not have noticed. There's some bad language in this book too. On one page it reads motherfucker, and another it says burn the bitch or burn bitch, something like that. Got some nasty ghouls in this book, looking at those here. And it says he is watching. Now who's he? Is it the Lord Satan, Lucifer? People seem to forget that The Evil Dead is actually not a movie about zombies, it's actually about demonic possession. So it's kind of like The Exorcist ramped up to 11. Just keep that in mind when you watch the trailer and it'll make more sense. This is not really a subliminal, but when this girl's looking in the mirror, you can actually see another foreshadowing her jaw, which she carves open later in the movie. Pretty cool stuff. And then the mirror shatters. Here's another cool shot. It's not a subliminal, but it's very freaky. I don't know what the hell is going on here, if he's like sewing his eye shut or if he's picking something out of his eye or something, but it's very, very disturbing. Okay, so that was pretty much it for this episode. I really want to recommend the international trailer for Maniac starring Elijah Wood. You can click on screen to see that right now. That movie looks really, really promising. It's actually another remake, but it looks intense, and I actually think Elijah Wood can pull this off. We're so used to seeing him as Frodo, a good-natured little hobbit, that seeing him as a crazy scalping psychopath is going to be really, really interesting. There's been some good buzz about the movie already. Someone over at bloodydisgusting.com had already seen the movie and said it was destined to become a slasher classic. Well, that sounds good to me. Thanks for watching. I will see you whenever there's a new cool bloody trailer online. Bye.